Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, we are back in Pyre. Possibly finishing it? I don't know. Supposedly, we are near the average playtime for this game, so I don't know if we're near the end. It is a possibility, but we are going to see what happens. Gilman wants to talk. Did we have this conversation last time? Sir Gilman is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He notices you there and slides forth in a solemn manner. This night, he knows what he shall do now when all of this is over. Master Reader, we Worm Knights, we are all born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all the other billions of our kind. To lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren and their egg sacs, to the very end, we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all cost. This relentless pursuit of glory, fame, self-worth, it leads most of this knight's kind only to an early doom. Or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. Then he looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out, when all of this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound unto the Nightwings. Thus, the fulfillment of our plan and our pursuit of freedom to be his final quest. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought, it cannot fully be achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. I trust you understand. How bad did I get you with the copper earlier? Dude, I freaking jumped. Yeah, so I was doing the stream setup earlier, chat. The stream had started, the early music was playing, and I was messing with some stuff, you know, just setting up all the things, making sure everything was working. And then Nog Dog did a copper scare. And people don't usually do a donation to make a scare when they can't even see the results. But yes, I freaking jumped. I freaking jumped. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. +2 presence permanently. Wish him well. Alright. Let's see. Let's see another page of lore. Oh no! I messed up. Crap. Wait. Oh, we have seen this before. That's just the directions. Okay. Alright. Continue journey. Alright, take off. I don't know where we're going. We're following the marker. The Hulk of Ores. It has drifted here upon the sea for longer than one might expect. Perhaps you have already read of the doomed ship's demise and the embrace of the unfathomed Plurnus. Some say it was the sea itself which preserved the ship's remains, hidden properties within the water, sea creatures binding together ruined planks of wood. Those such as yourselves and the accuser know another truth I gather. The stars would not align over the wreckage if it did not have greater significance than first appears. May you have good fortunes there during the coming rite. Okay. I need to land somewhere. Ragged Rock. You touch down at the Sea of Solace, where you first encountered Sir Gilman and the Pyre Hearts. You soon shall carry on by sea, though for now you have some time to spare. Nothing new here. Gaze into the abyss. Having arrived in the immeasurable depths of Ragged Rock, you find yourself lost in thought, watching the horizon. Then, your vigil has ended for the time. Good Master Reader, please join the rest of us inside. Sir Gilman leads you back to the wagon's cabin, where the others are waiting. Together you share an entertaining conversation and a decent meal, courtesy of the lone minstrel who caught a fresh catch earlier. Your companions gain one hope for the next rite. Oh shoot, there was a dialogue thing down there that popped up at the last second. Can I cancel this? Nope, I guess I can't. Oh, okay. That might be the first dialogue I've missed. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing toward your wagon, here in the immeasurable depths of the Sea of Solace. Oh, I bet this is related to Ruki. You let it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon or else." You thank the messenger imp for the report, soon it has all your companions talking. Hard to believe he would turn down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. Hari Kree. Tizo is happy to learn Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. Ah, the noble Ruki! He sets a shining example unto us all. I had every faith our friend Ruki would stand tall and rise to the occasion. Don't you think he must have been sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. We understand Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. Your companions get +1 hope for the next rite. Wish Ruki luck. My immersion is ruined. Oh no! Your disappointment is immeasurable. Alright, what's this? Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this knight. He notices you then and then seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble master reader. What brings you to this knight this afternoon? I don't know why, but when I see his writing, I just think of it like Captain Kirk is saying it, with all the weird pauses. Ask him if everything's all right. You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected, but then... Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then you would have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here, then, are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This knight stood there on the front lines, whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured, instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then 2 by 2, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them, shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge. If not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held, at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. This came from the time of penance, and this knight, why, he insisted only on the course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And as you could plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here so soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When this night, when he encountered you in the Nightwing, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And so there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day, not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Ores yet has plans in store in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however, vainly to that hope. He slithers away, head bowed low. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Alright, so now we know more of his backstory. Hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Now, I happen to have heard that Mr. Greentail, he's moved on or something like that. I just want you to know he was one of my most favorite customers, and because of that, I'm giving you all the same great deals, okay? Take that for maybe later. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. Commence the rite. Here among the murky waters of the Hulk of Ores, you await the signal of the stars. There is no sign yet of your expected adversaries, the accusers. Then the little imp Tizo flutters up to you. Tizo cautions you that he has some history with your next adversary, Lindell. Tizo seems to be indicating that Lindell has a personal vendetta against him. But before he can explain any further, the stars begin to call to you. Another monster in the sky. All right.
Hear me, you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes summon you to the Hulk of Horus. Your adversaries in the coming rite shall be the accusers. Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to freedom. Now prepare yourselves.
Your companions are assembled and ready for the rites to commence. However, there's still no sign of your adversaries, the accusers. I wonder if that one dude with the history with the Nightwings, the demon guy, is going to show up. The little imp Tizo screeches something, cautioning you all to stay alert. But then someone leaps forth from the shadows. He grabs at his mask. Haha! Caught out, you miserable beast! I knew it! After all this time, I knew you were still among their ranks. Tizo is angry to have stumbled into an apparent trap laid for him by Lindell. Silence, fiend, you robbed me of my freedom, my dignity. Your evil shall be ended here and now. And you, Nightwings, shall not deny me thus again. Come then, my accusers, for we face again none other than the spawn of the accursed imp, Haub the Swallow. Let us show him now that he is a disgrace. Okay, hold on. Haub was first of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Gracious of the Accursed. So Haub was the imp in the first party? Tizo whistles something angry back at him. Whatever transpired between him and Lindell in the past, Lindell evidently has not let it go.
Choose quickly your triumvirate.
Is that African or European swallow? I don't know.
Volfred.
Dennis.
Gertrude. It is done.
Our adversaries are contemptuous indeed. We shall teach them to respect their elders. Nightwings! The wicked fiend you serve is an affront. He denied my rightful freedom in my moment of triumph. I shall never forgive him or any of you. Okay.
Now begin. Banished in an instant. The Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
Oh wow, they have a lot of health.
Now take it.
Wait.
You left yourselves
What?
wide.
I'll be honest, I didn't even realize they had the orb. I thought it was still in the center of the room.
A deftly thwarted drive. Oh.
Okay.
The orb. Horus!
Flame Leech. So we just gained back 11 hit points.
A stroke of luck is all.
Wow! I actually didn't think she was going to make it.
The Nightwing shall prevail at this rate. The orb is loose.
Oh, what? Oh my god. What are they doing right now?
From burning.
Oh my god.
Somebody get the orb. Fear not.
Flame Leech, 11 health back. No, not again. I cannot lose to you again. This cannot be happening to me.
Lendl banished. Blessed be.
15.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Ah. Woo, devil. Oh no. No. Oh, yes. Where's the orb? Okay, that was weird.
And it is done.
Woo! I like that Flame Leech. We healed like
Yes,
33 or 44 health to our thing during the
They hardly
thing.
deserved it, though, if you ask
Thingy.
me.
They hardly deserved it.
The rite is done.
Scree! Tizo is very pleased that you prevailed, but wishes to make a quick exit at this time. Blast! Where did it go? Where did it go? That infernal imp! It's a monster in disguise, a fiend! Come forth to torment me until the day I die! Lendl storms off in a fit of anger. Tizo reappears once the coast is clear and expresses his gratitude again. What Lendl said before, if Tizo truly is a descendant of Haub the Swallow, then he has quite the legacy to live up to.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Oh wow, she's a hair from leveling up.
What is it you recall there,
The rites demand we act as of one mind, in perfect unison and harmony, and free of any doubt. I have grown more accustomed to being part of the Nightwings of today. After casting Sprout, Volford may remotely detonate the sapling for an aura burst. After casting Sprout, his sapling spawns faster than usual and gains a larger radius of that.
Apparently, the exiled Bertrude
This land
is
so rife with
committed
eldritch
to the
knowledge,
path.
long forbidden in the Commonwealth, we learn the stuff of fear itself. When Bertrude's Pyre has less flame than the adversaries, her adversaries do -10 damage per attack. Ooh! That's right. I had my eye on that.
Until the stars align.
Give him that debuff. After you secured victory over the accusers with ease, there is little time for you to rest as yet. The night beckons, and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one. It is already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coldness of the season is now present to us another chance. He heads out straight away, and you follow in turn. Indeed, among the remaining stars, you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. The path to freedom is laid before you. Pursue it. Is it just the main thing? Oh, wow. Awesome. So we only had to do... Was that one right? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Story is moving faster. Already are the Nightwings summoned back to Mount Elodial. Picture the rights as a wheel broken free from a black wagon. It is turning uncontrollably and soon shall reach a sudden stop. We should have several chances left for someone to go free, either us or else our adversaries, but not both. What is at stake each time is further complicated now, I must admit, knowing we have so few opportunities remaining. Those whom we send back into the Commonwealth, should our plan somehow fail, they may look back upon their exile with fondness. So returning to the Commonwealth is not inherently a mercy, I don't think. Moreover, there are also those among us whom we count on to prevail in the rights. We need them on the Nightwings just as much as we need them in the Commonwealth. We cannot simply grow our numbers here given the circumstances. And so, who stays, who goes, these choices affect us all. No pressure there, my boy. Now, I don't know about you, but I shall go and take my leave for now. Let us set forth again at daybreak. Someone wants to talk. Tizo seems somewhat less cheerful since his run-in with Lendl and the accusers. He approaches you, looking for waiting for you to hear him out. Tizo seems unhappy about something Lendl said to him. Tizo understands full well why Lendl is angry with him. While Tizo does not like Lendl as a person, he recognizes nonetheless that he denied his freedom. It was a liberation right. He did what he felt necessary. He wanted to help his friend go free. Nonetheless, he still feels a certain guilt and regrets that the rights forces exiles into such situations. He stays silent for a while. Whether the 8 scribes ever intended for imps such as he to participate in the rites firsthand is difficult to know for certain. Then, he is grateful to you for listening. He knows the scribes created the rites with good intentions. Skrial. He promises to keep doing his best to live up to the legacy of the scribes. He bounds up into the rafters with some of the other drive imps. Regardless of whether he truly is a descendant of Haub the Swallow, surely the scribes would have been proud of him. Okay. Continue frame. Take off. We blasting, chat. We're tearing through this story. Once more we sail above the fall of Selium. The temple to the 8 scribes awaits us at the summit. None have seen the temple, save for those worthy to conduct the rites there, myself and my counterpart Celeste. You may then wonder whence it came. The cycle of the rites has turned since the beginning of this age. Over its course, whilst waiting for the cycle's turns, some exiles thus paid tribute to the 8 scribes. I think the scribes may not have wanted such extravagance or the carved effigies to them along the way. Yet it is for triumvirates to decide how best to honor the rites. They chose to honor them as you see here. How you remember this, of course, whether you even wish to do so, that is yours to decide. The scribes would not want otherwise. Where can I land? Okay, here. You make a landing upon Mount Elodial, where Volfred pulls you aside while the others complete the post-flight inspection. He puffs at his pipe before speaking up. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. This means I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom in the eyes of the 8 scribes. Know, however, that it is not my wish to go yet. It is true I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Nightwings are on a surer footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know. I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is not to contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of us, yourself included, shall find our freedom. If not soon, then by when all of this is over. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Volfred. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Request a scribe trial. Who exactly do you have in mind? You asked Sandra to administer one of her special rites for Volfred. The fancy talking sap, you mean? I shall be interested to see if he's learned something since last we sparred like this. Let us bring him forth. Soon Volfred appears in heat of the summons. So it is my turn then, is it? Then let us see what we can do, my boy. Into the crystal. Saps such as Volfred Sandalwood have powerful defensive abilities in the rites, but cannot cast their auras or jump like other races. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Sap, you answer to me here. As you will, O Sandra the Unseen. Proper as ever, then. Though I wonder if you have the wherewithal that you project. Show me then what you can do without the benefit of those whom you would lead, and let us see if you and your lovely reader have reached a thorough understanding as of yet. Yeah, okay. This is difficult. I can't pass my aura, and I can't shoot. One more. Ah! Dang it. Alright, not too bad. The human and the demon on the enemy team never shot their auras. If they had, I don't know how I would have handled that. But I think they had a handicap. I'm grateful for the privilege of your time, good Sandra. Flattery shall never get you anywhere with me, Sap. Nonetheless, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Do you have a supporter link for Janthir? I do, Mr. or Mrs. Chickens. Thank you. This is a link to it. If you use that link and buy anything in the store, it supports this channel, as long as you don't have like a cookie blocker or something when you open it. And it does not require a promo code. You can leave that blank. I had not seen the Sandra in some time. She has not changed a bit. But it would seem she left something for us, did she? Lose bow. Volfred's blink ability transports him 50% farther. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay. Seek the Nomad Scribe's favor. Having completed the post-flight inspection, you and Sir Gilman visit the monument of Golo Golathanian here in Emperor's Fall. It seems that the knight's test of honor is just beginning to begin. He is to understand the stars themselves are vanishing. Impossible, he says, for how can there be such a thing as honor in this world if the stars themselves are wont to leave this world behind? Soon he is finished paying his respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Golo Golathanian has shown you favor. You shall soon ascend the mountain, although there is time now to pursue your vocations. Gilman gained +2 hope for the next rite. Thanks. You're very welcome, chickens. Thank you. Who's the lowest level? He is. Mentor. I should be interested to see what lessons you have taken from the book. You and Volfred go over this understanding of his aura and its connection to his presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. I always try to bear in mind that together our auras grow even stronger. I can't see where the XP bar is because it's behind his big head. Someone wants to talk. Sir Gilman is training intently when you approach. Master Reader! This knight was so engulfed in his memories of the Sea Dominion he failed to detect your stealthy advance on his position. Splendidly done. This knight would have been vanquished by you easily. This knight is fortunate to have you as an ally, rather than a mortal foe. His kind routinely clamors from the depths of the Sea Dominion to seek greater glory and perhaps a slightly longer life expectancy within your commonwealth. Such an honor it would be to be assigned the rank of knight and be conscripted into the front lines of the commonwealth against their vicious winged enemies. In the Sea Dominion, it was our ultimate goal to fight our way to the surface, past our brethren, past the razor leafs, the strangle kelp and snaggle fins that prey upon our kind. Sir Gilman continues listing undersea dangers and terrors for some time. Past the blood sniffers, electric scallops, the rogue worms of the frigid current, the paralyzing nets of the far fishers, and even past the scalding waters of the glowing trench. Finally, he trails off. Yet even despite the myriad challenges of living in the Sea Dominion, it is each would-be Worm Knight's duty to abandon that place at his or her soonest convenience. How